Good evening. Welcome to Greater Montclair. I'm your host, Sarah Wolman. This is the show where we shine a spotlight on the individuals and organizations making a difference in our community. Tonight we'll be talking with Alma Schneider, the founder of Parents Who Rock, and two of the musicians from Parents Who Rock, Jason Didner and Julian Keenan. These members of this organization have come together to do something very special, and we're going to learn about the event tonight and hear more about what you can do to make a difference. Join me in welcoming Alma Schneider to Greater Montclair. Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us. You and I have talked before about Parents Who Rock, but for those watching at home who don't know about the organization, give us a very brief overview of what the organization is and how you came to start it.
Okay, well, Parents Who Rock is an association of musicians, and we put on shows for local charities. That's it in a nutshell. We started about 7.5 years ago, and we really started because many of us wanted to get back into doing music, had very little time being parents, and we needed a creative outlet, and Parents Who Rock was started.
That's great. So it's really pursuing your own interests for a cause. And how do you choose the organizations that will be benefited from the concerts?
There are so many organizations in town that are worthy of being donation recipients. So people approach us, they'll tell us about the organization, or we just hear about it in the news, and we take it from there.
Fantastic. And are you always looking for new musicians, or are you fully casted?
No. We have over 100 musicians at this point in Parents Who Rock, and we are always looking for new musicians, and there are always new parents who want to get involved, so we're very happy to welcome them in.
Fantastic. Well, if you're watching us tonight and you have an interest in music, you play an instrument, and you're looking for a way to get back into it, contact Parents Who Rock at parentswhorock.com. Is that the best way to reach out to you? The information is on our screen. Find out how you can join this great group, get back into music, and make a difference in our community. Well, it sounds like Parents Who Rock, now that it's been around for more than 7 years, is really making a difference. And you're able to really form some very interesting and creative partnerships. And I know over the years you've really formed a lot of valuable partnerships with other organizations in town. Tell us about a couple of those.
Well, we have worked many times with Montclair Fund for Educational Excellence. We worked very, very hard and very long with MFEE to create the All Children's Playground in Montclair that we're very proud of. That was
Edgemont Park,
at Edgemont Park. It's a wonderful playground, and it allows children who have special needs to play alongside children who are typical. We've also raised money for Mountainside Hospital's Breast Cancer Research Program, for the Rape Crisis Center in Montclair, for the DLC, the Developmental Learning Center in Montclair, which is a pre-K for children with special needs, and for Little Kids Rock, which is a music program that is now available to all children in the Montclair school system for free.
Yes, and we had a wonderful time interviewing Dave Wish for our program here as well. So you've really been able to spread the wealth a bit. And I know you have a special theme to your fundraising for this year. Tell us a little bit about that.
We're very excited. This year our fundraising theme is to alleviate hunger in Montclair and to raise awareness for all the different programs that are in need. People don't realize that the numbers are really growing for people who need help with eating, with sustenance. So we are trying to let people out there know that these programs are really in need of their help and their money and their food donations.
Right.
So the Tony's Soup Kitchen, the Human Needs Food Pantry, the Salvation Army, and the MESH program. We're going to be working very hard all year to have all different kinds of fundraising events to raise money and awareness and food for these programs.
That's great. And we had a couple of those organizations on the program as well to talk about some of the differences between food pantries and soup kitchens and how folks can help. Certainly if you're watching at home, please use this opportunity if you don't know about the organizations in our community that are providing food and low cost and free groceries to our neighbors in need. There's a link on our website. Please take a look. Well, what a great theme for the year to be able to really feed our neighbors in need. And you mentioned MESH, the Montclair Emergency Services for the Homeless. We have them on the program as well, and I knew they're doing great work to help provide meals, hot meals for folks who need it right here in the Montclair community. Tell me what you're doing with MESH and how you're going to be supporting their work.
Well, for the summer, we are asking individuals and local organizations, businesses, and especially restaurants to donate a dinner one night during the summer, during July and August, just an entree and a dessert for 30 people. And we've almost filled July. We're very proud and not surprised in Montclair that we have all these great volunteers who are donating to cook, and families are pairing up together to cook together. Because for some people, cooking for 30 is overwhelming. So families are pairing up. They're doing it as play date activities, all different ways in which they can get this food out there.
That's great.
And MESH is actually coming to pick up the food to make it as easy as possible for people donating food, so you don't even have to bring it to where the people are going to be eating. But if they choose to, they can help serve it.
That's great. And for a family or a group of families who are willing to provide dinner for 30, an entree and a dessert, what's the best way for them to sign up?
The best way is to contact Dr. Gwen Ames and her intern, Marisa Centine-George, and I hope that the information will be down below here.
Sure, we can do that.
And that's as simple as that. An email saying, I'm interested, give me the details.
That's great. So contact the information on our screen if you're willing to make or help make an entree and dessert for 30 people as part of the Parents Who Rock campaign to help MESH feed the hungry every night of the summer. What a terrific initiative.
And
now,
I just wanted to add that all year, this program is going on all year,
Great.
but the volunteers are a little more scarce during the summer, so that's why we're having this drive for the
Got
the
it,
summer,
got it.
but
Now,
all year. It's
and I
important.
know you have a very special concert coming up on July 14th. We're going to learn a little bit more about it, but just say a quick word for us about how MESH figures into the concert.
We're going to be at the pregame for the Jackals performing, Parents Who
wow.
Rock, and we're going to be asking people to sign up to cook for MESH during the summer.
Fantastic. Okay, so July 14th, a special Jackals game, and you can sign up there to cook for MESH. You can also sign up right now by using the information on our screen. Make a meal for 30 people. It'll feel great. It'll give food to those who need it. Alma Schneider, we thank you so much for joining us on Greater Montclair. We're excited to learn more about the July 14th concert and to watch Parents Who Rock out as usual.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Come back with us in a moment, and we'll be talking with two members of Parents Who Rock who'll be telling us more about the July 14th concert. Join us then. Welcome back to Greater Montclair. We are here tonight with Parents Who Rock and members of that organization. They are doing a very special effort this year to raise money to fight hunger in Montclair. I'm joined here by Jason Didner and Julian Keenan. They're two members of Parents Who Rock. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome. Happy to be here.
My pleasure.
Well, I'm really happy to be able to meet you both and meet two of the members of the famous Parents Who Rock. We spoke a moment ago with Alma Schneider about this great organization. Tell me first just how you both got involved in the organization.
Well, Alma's pretty amazing at wrangling people up, so I think if you play tin cans, make sure you're involved somehow. So it was, it's just this incredible organization that's literally raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for events and charities in Montclair, so you can't say no to that.
That's right. And how did you personally get involved, Julian? You're a musician, obviously.
Well, they're very active on the web, so, just a quick web search on music in Montclair and they pop up, so that was how my initial contact with it. So I sent Alma an email, and before I hit send, she had already replied, so it's pretty exciting.
That sounds like Alma. That's terrific. And how did you get involved, Jason?
Well, as fate would have it, I bought my house from a family where the husband and father was a member of Parents Who Rock. I saw his guitar in the house. We naturally got to talking. He told me about it. I filed it away because it was a long road to becoming a parent for me.
Right.
And it was always there in the back of my mind that when I become a parent, I'm going to become a member of Parents Who Rock.
That's great. And I know there are more than 100 musicians, which is amazing. I know each of you also is in your own band, which also plays with Parents Who Rock to help raise money. Is that right? And Jason, your band is called the Jason Didner?
Jason Didner and the Drive.
Jason Didner and the Drive. Okay, so, and that's your own band, and I understand that you recently wrote a special song that relates in particular to Montclair and one of its most famous residents. Tell us about that.
There you go. Yes, the song is called Jackals on the Prowl. It's chock full of yogi-isms.
Okay, got it. So Yogi Berra, of course, the famous resident of Montclair and former catcher for the New York Yankees. So tell us about the song.
Okay, well, having gone to the Jackals games for years, and I sing the national anthem there once a year, I really have. Yeah, thank you. And I've been a volunteer at the Yogi Berra Museum.
Got it.
So I really have a flavor for the family atmosphere, just the fun. People don't take themselves too seriously. They strictly go out to the ball game for a good time.
Right, and for those watching at home who've never been to a New Jersey Jackals game, right here up at Montclair State University, it is such a fun family experience. I really agree with you, Jason. There's a really unique atmosphere there. And so you were inspired to write a song about it.
Yeah,
That's great.
absolutely.
And it's filled with expressions from Yogi Berra, like
Sure.
if you see a fork in the road, take it.
That's right, that's the opening line.
Oh, terrific.
There
Okay,
you go.
and any others that our audience members might know?
Well, the chorus, we say it ain't over till it's over.
Of course.
We have We're the Overwhelming Underdogs, one of my favorites of his.
Excellent. Oh, terrific. So it sounds like you wrote this special song, and then now you've been able to somehow make this great connection between the Jackals and Parents Who Rock. So you've got an event coming up. Tell us what's happening on July 14th.
Okay, well, at the ball game, Saturday nights are special at Jackals games because they shoot off fireworks after the game. So I always know that to expect a good turnout.
Great.
Everybody wants to sing the national anthem those nights, and you have to really get on the ball early to grab one of those dates.
Got it.
I knew that was the night that I would want to do a Parents Who Rock event.
Great. So are you also singing the national anthem that night, or
Not
a different
that night.
Okay, so you've got two gigs. Okay, so one night
That's
we'll
right.
look for you this summer singing the anthem, and then on July 14th, Parents Who Rock will be performing the
Yes.
song you wrote.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic. That's really exciting. So, folks, if you're interested in attending this event, July 14th, there's information on our screen about how to buy tickets. And I understand that this event, Julian, is also part of the Parents Who Rock overall goal of helping to fight hunger in Montclair this year.
Yeah, and we're going to be collecting cans, so if you want to bring food in, please bring food.
Oh, great.
That would be great. You know, the traditional canned food, what you would normally bring to a food drive would be more than accepted. So please, if you can come out and bring some food, that would be great.
That's great. So what an easy way to be able not only to make a difference in fighting hunger in Montclair, but also to send an important message to your children when you're with them about the importance of supporting those in need in our community. So July 14th, we buy our tickets, we show up with our canned food, we hear somebody else sing the national anthem, but we get to hear your terrific song. I can't wait to hear it about Yogi Berra. And then we're raising money for causes in Montclair, right?
Yeah, it's pretty special. I mean, you know, a lot of us have 6 lives, you know, and our initial reaction is no to everything. But this is something that's so worthy that you can't not do it. So please, please, please show up. Bring some food, bring some money. If you want to donate, that would be great.
Okay, well, this sounds like a really easy win. So for those watching at home, join us at the New Jersey Jackals game at Montclair State University. Now, you mentioned that, you know, we all wear 6 hats. I understand that neither of you is a musician full-time. You each have a sort of a day job. This is something you manage to do on the side, right?
That's right.
And by day, you're, Jason,
I am a computer guy for a highway construction company.
Okay, perfect. And Julian?
I'm a professor at Montclair State. So
I love
just
it.
Walk out the door, and there I am at the Jackals game.
Perfect. But I love how Parents Who Rock is able to really give musicians who either had a very intensive musical career before, or maybe are just interested in music, a way to keep music alive in their lives. Have you really found that to be true?
Yes, very much so.
That's so great. And Julian, for you, I understand that you're very active in your own, your own band, and you have an album. Is that right?
Oh, yes, Let It Slide has an album. We've got a few albums out. So
Fantastic.
If you go to letitslide.com, you can download it, buy it, throw some extra money in there. We got T-shirts and lots of bling for sale.
We're all in favor of the Department of Shameless Promotion here on Greater
absolutely
Montclair.
shameless about it.
So no, as well you should be. I know what an incredible amount of work and a labor of love it is to produce an album. So congratulations on
But
that.
I also want to promote something about Jason. Jason, actually, he's my hero. hero because he had a song on Car Talk.
No,
So,
talk
yeah,
about the
so
Department
I
of
know.
Shameless Promotion. My
There
favorite
you
guys,
go.
Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers. They're the best,
They're
right?
going in retirement.
I know. Well, you guys, it sounds like, are really active in music and also using your talents to really benefit our town. So we're very appreciative of your work. So at this point, I just want to ask each of you if there's anything you'd like to say to our audience about getting them involved. Is there anything about Parents Who Rock that, would you like to encourage others to join, or are you hoping people will come to more concerts, or what can folks watching at home do to support your work?
Well, I think they can be inspired by how much talent is actually in the town, and if you can find it in your heart and just show up at an event and give, it's rather painless giving. So, we do events at local schools, we do events all over town. So if you're there, just find it in your heart to give a little bit more. It doesn't hurt too much.
Well, and it's easy to find out when events are coming, even if you're going to be away for the July 14th event. Go to parentswhorock.com. The link is on our screen. See if you can figure out when you can show up at a concert. It's so easy with more than 100 musicians. I'm sure everybody knows someone who's playing, and find a way to give and contribute. And how about you? Anything you want to ask the folks at home to help out with?
Sure. When you come to the gig, when you come to the ball game, bring with you cans of non-perishable food, boxes of non-perishable food, bring cash, and for your gift, we're going to give you a thank you gift, and that is a free download of the new Jackal song. We're recording it professionally.
Great, fantastic. Well, congratulations. Well, thank you both so much for being here. This was really a treat.
What a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. This is really great.
I'm really excited for the game on July 14th, and I can't wait to hear the song. So thanks so much again.
Thank you.
We love Montclair.
Same here. Well, thanks again for joining us on Greater Montclair, the show where we shine a spotlight on the individuals and organizations making a difference in our community. Find out more about what you can do to make Montclair greater.